I was in southern Spain, traveling with a couple of my friends. And we were in a very small town, which is off the tourist map. It's on top of a hill, beautiful town. It's called Priego de Córdoba. And we stayed there overnight, and after dinner, we decided to go for a walk. It was about midnight. There were very few people outside. The stores were closed. And when we started walking, after about 5 minutes, we heard some sounds. And it was the sound of children playing. So we followed the sound, found a bunch of kids in a park, some of them on a swing, some of them chasing after each other, running around, giggling and laughing and calling each other. And something that sound did to me, because to me it was the sound of peace. And that's something we don't see in Kashmir. That's something you would not see in any conflict area. The moment the first shot is fired, that sound is gone.
Some orphans find a family. Millions don't. Bad things happen to children left alone in the world. Children are on the street because they have run away from home in many instances due to poverty, are orphans or live on the pavement with their families. Almost half are self-employed. They sell flowers or other goods, work as rag pickers, at tea stalls, as porters and loaders, as hawkers, or other kinds of casual work. Most work 10 to 12 long hours. Lurking somewhere in our heads is the notion of the sanctity of childhood. Yet, in almost every country in the world in which you care to look, multitudes of them are being pushed onto the streets. Their population may change continually as their numbers may be manipulated, played down by coy governments, inflated by special interest groups. But the children themselves are always there. Estimates differ widely, anywhere from 30 to 170 million. Particular circumstances such as warfare, deteriorating economies, and natural disasters can increase their numbers. Thus, prior to the 1991 Gulf War, there were no reported street children in Iraq. With the ongoing conflict, UNICEF is alarmed by the growing numbers of orphans on the streets today. Over 30 wars and conflicts rage around the world. Some fill our TV screens with appalling images of distress, emphasizing war's brutalizing effect on man. They reveal a shaming pattern. 60 million people have been killed in wars during the 20th century. Over 80% of war casualties are now civilians, mainly women and children. The severe psychological wounds that war inflicts on children can scar them for life. crippling the very generations that must one day rebuild their devastated countries. For the future peace of the world, we must do everything in our power to help these children. CHINAR was founded upon a goal to advance the cause of peace through investing hope in the lives of children caught up in the horrors of war. The programs of CHINAR go well beyond providing food, shelter, and other basic necessities for children in conflict areas. It also aims to provide them with resources for a stimulating childhood and a peaceful and successful future. Child Nurture and Relief is an independent, non-profit organization working for the psycho-social rehabilitation of orphaned and vulnerable children in conflict areas, irrespective of race, religion, culture, or gender. An estimated 143 million children in the developing world, 1 in every 13 children, have suffered the death of at least one parent. For children in deep poverty, the loss of even one parent, especially a mother, can take a lasting toll on their health and education.
My name is Tahir. I study in UKG class. My father name is Kalam Qadir.
Tahirimiz keda?
Zubair.
Betia?
Tatas moj mein molte bote lakod boy. Pas tumi moj chalna gaadi mein simsa amayot. Pat ko malum.
Aske deni ne varna. Hatala yeta huan yol kadrun lokuti nichu yol.
Johnny, les papa, iti sugar no papa, dalag nai no papa, opinoma, ha. मुश्की जानी रानी या जीवन उसको पानी हाथ लेकर जा जाएगी बाहर निकलो मा जाएगी.
India is the second most populous country in the world. Acceleration in economic growth has made India among the world's 10 fastest developing countries. Yet, the country's per capita income remains low and 26% of the population lives below the income poverty line. 47% of children under 3 years of age are malnourished. There continues to be high incidence of child labor and out-of-school children, girls remaining particularly disadvantaged. The uncertain